All right, today starting out in our child's pose, come on down. And see if you can get your knees wide enough, or as wide as they just need to be, to get your forehead all the way down, so that you can kind of moosh the forehead. And take a few breaths to get really grounded. It's nice to give ourselves a little time to transition. So find your biggest inhales, taking in as much as you can. And find your biggest exhales, emptying your lungs. Feel the movements of the musculature of your back and your belly and your rib cage. Feel the rib cage expanding and contracting. Belly expanding and contracting. And watch your thoughts here for a little while. It's useful to bring our awareness to the breath and then watch the body and the thoughts for a little time. And perhaps you might notice that your state of mind and your body are linked. Maybe as you slow down and relax here, focusing on just existing and breathing. Maybe you notice the little parts of your body that have been resisting gravity or that have been tense and feeling like you're holding on. Maybe you notice those parts letting go. For example, your hip creases. Maybe slowly softening with each exhale. If you notice your thoughts racing, can't seem to slow them down, try just saying something to yourself, something that your brain has to do, like as you're breathing in your mind, say, breathing in, breathing in. And as you exhale, say, breathing out, breathing out, breathing out. And by giving our minds something to do, something to play with, sometimes we can help. It's a tool to help kind of focus that stream of consciousness. All right, let's start to move here. So grab the mat, come on up to hands and knees. And let's do some cat-cows. Pulling that big heart forward on the inhale. Think of lifting your belly button as you wrap the heart up and forward. And exhale, push the floor away. Drop your head. Take a few more like this. Maybe 3 or 4 long, slow breaths. Okay, remember to roll sideways. Okay, bring it back to a flat back. Let's get the right hip, right knee up, and we'll circle out the hip. So little circles. So let's keep the hips level with the floor at first. Notice that right hip tends to want to lift up and kind of help you out here. Thank you, right hip, but not right now. We're going to keep it low. We'll let it open up in a little bit. So notice that your range of motion is a little bit limited here with your internal right hip rotation. Now let's rewind that. Take a few more internal rotations in the opposite direction. Okay, and now we'll lift the hip, we'll allow the hip to externally rotate and then internally rotate. And notice as you move through your big hip circles, you do have an internal rotation on the way down and an external rotation on the way up. So kind of using your whole hip here. And the other hip is getting a little movement too. It's acting as your stabilizing force. So don't neglect some awareness in the other hip. Let's rewind this. Big external, internal. Okay, notice how much more space you have. Okay, and then we'll just set the right foot forward by the right hand, and we'll start to rock the hips forward and back. Forward, back, and then let's get a little side to side as well. And rewind it. Okay, settle in here. Find yourself a lunge that feels sustainable because we're coming up. So you can use your right leg to press on up. Okay, and then here we are. And let's make sure here that we rock that, or we walk the right, what's this? A left knee, so that it's more or less under the left hip. Okay, and let's get that left hand up. Big breath in here. Think of reaching high as you pull your belly button in. So really rocking that pelvis forward. And with your exhale, reach to the right, over your head. Okay, we can think of inhaling to bring it up. Belly button in, tailbone tucks. Exhale, reach to the right. Again, just like that, big breath in. And a big exhale, and let's hold it right here. Okay, just reaching to the right. Remember your long neck, shoulders moving away from your ears. Remember your belly button moving in. Okay, maybe you bend the left elbow a little bit and look at the ceiling under your left arm. One more big breath here. And we're letting it go. All hands down. Back to hands and knees. And we'll tuck our toes, lift our knees, and walk the hands back to the feet here for a little hang time. Hang and swing. Shake your head. Bend your knees. Okay, feel your spine hang and your low back tractioning out. All right, and as you're ready, we're coming back to the floor. So walk it forward to hands and knees again, all knees down. And we'll get the left knee up and keeping our hips level for now, intentionally restricting our range of motion so that we can only internally rotate right now. We'll circle out the left hip and just notice what you can get. What can you get without externally rotating? If we're going to work in our hips, it's so important for us to pay attention to when we internally, when we externally rotate. Take that back the other way. Rewind. All right, friends. Now we're going to just send the left foot forward, drop it by the left hand, and let's rock back and forth. A few times, okay? Round side to side. Okay, building a little more mobility in the hips. Okay, now settle in. Okay, we might as well get the right knee under the right hip before we even come up. The left knee over the left ankle, and we can press that. So here we are. Same thing here. Right hand on right hip. Left hand on left hip. Right arm up and over. So the right side is the long side here. We'll be lengthening this right hip flexor now. Wrap the belly button into your spine. Okay, you already feel your hip flexor probably. Inhaling, reach up. Think of pressing into that right knee. And exhale, reach to the left. Okay, inhale to bring it up. Keep that core control. Exhale, reach. Press into the right knee. Back up on the inhale. Send it over on the exhale. Nice, hold here and breathe. Okay, press into that right knee. Pull your belly button in. Maybe bend that right elbow and look at the ceiling. Remember to keep your long neck, keep your heart moving up. One more big breath into that right hip flexor. And let it go. All hands down, hands and knees. Tuck your toes, hover your knees, hands walk to feet. Inhale. Okay, let's walk the feet kind of wide now. Maybe even wider than your mat is. And then just take turns bending one knee at a time, kind of dramatically, okay, so that your hips definitely go down. And if your hands don't touch the floor here, don't worry, just bend your knees a little more, or put a block. You can always put a block there. Block brings the floor up to you, so that's useful. Okay, next time your left leg bends, pause. Ground into that left hand under the left shoulder. And inhale, reach up with your right hand. Make a big chest. Exhale, bring it down. Bend into that right knee. Extend the left. Inhale, reach up with the left hand. Little twist. Exhale to bring it down. Switch sides. Inhale up on the right. Okay, you see what we're doing? Let's take a few more like this. You decide when to exhale. You decide when to inhale. Okay, no matter what is going on, your spine is long. Chest is getting a little bit more broad and your legs are getting a little bit more warm. Okay, next time you reach up on one side, just hold right there. Take 3 long, slow breaths. Bend the bottom elbow. Could you think about maybe extending 1 or 2 of your knees? Long spine. Okay, next exhale, top hand comes down, down hand goes up. Start with one knee bent, just like we were doing before, and then maybe possibly extend with your long spine. Maybe let that knee straighten out. One more big breath here, friends. And let it go. All hands down, walking it forward, back to hands and knees. Let's step the right foot by the right hand. And then come up on your fingertips here, okay? Come up on your fingertips and tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and straighten the back leg like a tree trunk. Okay, now we can always decide to drop the back knee or support ourselves on the right leg if we need to take a break here, okay? No problem. But try this. I want to challenge you here to just pick one arm and reach forward. Okay, and I want you to feel like the back heel and the front fingers are reaching away from each other. Strengthen that back glute. One more big breath in with your outstretched arm. Exhale, drop it. Inhale, switch arms. Reach with the other arm forward. Big breath. Press through the back heel. Strengthen the back glute. One more big breath in. And exhale, all hands down. Back to down dog. Okay, first down dog. So let's walk it out. Walk the heels. Notice how your calves feel in your hamstrings. Roll the shoulders. Okay, we want to always be really generous with our first down dogs. They're never crisp. They're usually dynamic. Okay, let's keep moving. Inhaling here, find a little plank. Heart moves forward, shoulders over wrists. Now you might drop your knees to do that. And with your exhale, walk to your hands and fold. Roll it up on your inhale. Think of pressing your hips forward, maybe lifting your heart. And exhale, drop it down into your chair posture. Okay, pull the belly button in, maybe lift your toes. Inhale to stand, maybe press the hips forward, lift your heart again. And exhale, fold, bend at your hips, palms down. Halfway up, inhale with your long spine, press into your toes. And exhale here, very big fold. Palms are down here. Inhaling back to a plank. With your exhale, drop knees, chest, and chin. You might decide to hover or you might decide to touch down with your tail wagging in the air. Inhale back up to a plank with hands and knees maybe. And exhale here. Knees down, elbows down. With your inhale, pull your heart forward, find a little cobra. Okay, and that'll be our little vinyasa. So we'll go through that a couple more times. And exhale here. I'll meet you in down dog. All right, walk it out. Notice how you're feeling. And then we'll bring it back down to hands and knees. Okay, and we'll send the left foot by the left hand. Back toes tuck, lifting the back knee, okay? Up on your fingertips here, think of sending your heart forward with a long spine, like that back leg is a continuation of the length of your spine. Okay, maybe keep all the fingers down if this is quite enough, or bring the back knee down if you need a little break. But if you want to just play a little bit, pick one hand and reach it forward and breathe. Think of reaching hand away from foot in the back. Okay, allowing the hips to sink. Let it happen. Up hand comes down hand comes up. Breathe. Try to put as little weight as possible on your fingertips. Maybe even play with lifting them. One more big breath here, guys. And exhale, bring it down, down dog. Okay, walk out down dog. Feel it out, shake your head. All right, inhaling here, long plank-like shape. Heart rolls forward over the thumbs. And exhale, walk to your hands, big fold. Maybe bend your knees. Inhale, roll it up. Hips press forward, heart lifts high. And exhale, chair. Maybe sit a little lower, move the knees toward each other. Inhale to stand, maybe lift that heart again. And exhale, fold. Halfway up, inhale, press your toes down. Big fold, exhale. Palms are down, inhale, back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Pull the elbows in, look forward. You might hover, you might touch down, but the belly button is in. Inhale to a plank, possibly use your knees. And exhale, knees down, elbows down. Inhale, pull your heart forward into your cobra. And exhale here, down dog. All right, my friends, let's keep it moving. Inhale here, right leg up and out behind. Exhale here, drop the right foot between your hands. We're gonna walk our hands out to the left side of the mat, okay? All toes pointing on that direction, and I'll spin around to face you. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna take hands to knees, bend your knees a little bit, and go ahead and press yourself up. We are standing now, so let's take the toes wide, okay? Or take the toes wide. Take the feet wide and turn our toes out away from each other. And then watch your knees bend. Just take a little time to watch your knees bend. Notice that you can, if you choose, put a little bit extra strength in your outer thigh as your knees bend and your hips drop, making sure that your knees point out at your pinky toes rather than knocking inward towards your big toes. So almost like you're trying to peel your arches up off the floor and put a lot of weight into the outer edge of your foot. And let's sink down, guys. We're gonna just enjoy this horse for 3 breaths. Big breath in. And big exhale. Big breath in. Maybe sink a little lower on the exhale. Upper body balanced over hips. Big breath in. And big exhale. Inhaling here, bring it on up. Okay, exhaling here, bend your knees, turn your toes forward. See if you can fold it all the way down. Okay, and let's take a moment here, just enjoying the warmth created from that horse stretch. You might have your hands under your shoulders. You might choose to walk your hands back between your feet and allow the top of your head to point straight down. Let's take a few more nice breaths in here, guys. All right, friends, as you're ready, we're coming up out of this. Go ahead and walk your hands back up underneath your shoulders and walk them back over to your right foot. And we can step it back to down dog. I'll meet you there. Okay, a couple breaths here just to shake it out and let it go. And then inhale here, find your plank. Exhale, walk to your hands and fold. Inhale here, heart rolls up. Exhale, chair. Knees together. Inhale to stand, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Halfway up, inhale. And big fold, exhale. Palms are down. Inhale for plank. Okay, hovering knees, chest, and chin. Here we go. Belly in, heart drops, nose points forward. Inhale to standing. Inhale to plank. And exhale, knees and elbows down. Inhale, heart pulls forward, cobra. Exhale, down dog. All right, my friends. Getting more into the hips. Let's take a few more breaths in down dog here, just kind of walking it out, beginning to find some really intentional alignment. Okay, hands are gripping the mat. Kneecaps are lifting as the heels drop and your elbows move in toward each other, okay? You can tell yourself these cues 1,000 times, but chances are you're going to forget one or two of them every single time. I have to go through the checklist every time. All right. All right, inhale here, left leg up and out behind. Exhale here, step the left foot between your hands, boom. Okay, we're walking our hands over to the right side of the mat now, so I'm gonna spin around again to face you. So we are here on the other side. From here, bend your knees, press your hands onto your knees, and come on up to standing again. Now I'm going to give you kind of a challenge here, so I want you to decide what's right for you, please. You can put your hands on your hips if that works best for you. We just kind of want to get our hands out of the way. Some of us are going to want to work our shoulders and our deltoids a little bit more. For you guys, I say maybe get your arms up and just play around, see what you want to do. But turn your toes out away from each other, but not a crazy amount, not like when we were in horse. Think about maybe 45 degrees pointed away from you. And we're going to bend into the left knee as we drop into the left hip. We're going to let the right ankle flex and point up. Okay, back up to center. And dropping to the other side, bend the knee, drop the hip, but also press the hips back. The opposite foot flexes and points the toes up. I like to put my hands on my shoulders here. Inhaling up to center. Exhaling, drop a hip, point the other toes up. So you see what we're doing. And decide here as you keep going, maybe you don't want to drop all the way. I'm showing you could drop about halfway down and it would still be really nice. Still be nice movement for your hips, the backs of your legs. Now I want you to take 3 or 4 more just like this. Try to keep in mind, keeping your upper body upright, keeping your arms out of the way, kind of makes it less complicated. Okay, next time you come down on the right side, I will meet you here. Let's hang out here. If you absolutely need a break right now, just sit down, okay? Take a break. But if you can, hang out with me here. Think of resisting the floor with your legs, so you're not just collapsing into this, but your left heel is pressing down. So is your right heel, okay? Try taking your right arm out to the right. Put your hand on the floor. Get the left hand up. Breathe. Actively resist the floor with your legs, guys. Keep breathing. Put a really strong flex in that left foot. Maybe if everything's going great, you feel fantastic. You take your right hand behind your back, left hand behind your back, and you can peel the chest open and look up. Continue to resist the floor with your legs. Maybe one more big breath here. Unwind yourself. We're inhaling to come on up. And exhaling, drop into the other side. Hold here and breathe. You need a break, just sit down. But if everything's going great, actively resist the floor with both of your feet. Flex that right foot. Maybe this left arm can weasel around in front of the left knee. The right arm can reach up, breathe. Resist the floor. Maybe if the bind is appropriate, you reach the hands behind your back for each other. Squeeze that leg. Resist the floor. Build in some nice heat here. Okay, for a couple more breaths. We're almost there. As you're ready, unwind yourself. Big breath in. Come on up. As you exhale, turn your toes forward. See if you want to hinge at the hips. Come all the way down. Hands under your shoulders. And then again, let's take a little moment just to let the legs open up in the back and just kind of soak up all that warmth. Option to take your hands back between your feet so your elbows are over your wrists and your fingers point in the same direction as your toes, and just drop the head toward the floor. But if your head touches the floor and you want a little more, walk your feet in toward each other. And then take one hand behind each ankle. So almost like you're trying to grab the back of your ankle with each hand, and you can gently hug your shoulders towards your knees. Allow your spine to truly hang. Nice breath. Maybe 2 or 3 more long breaths here. As you're ready, coming out with hands back underneath your shoulders, walking our hands over by that left foot, and we're stepping it back to down dog. Walk it out. And inhaling here, find your long planky shape. Exhaling here, walk to your hands and fold. Roll it up on the inhale. Chair on your exhale. Inhale to stand. Exhale, fold. Halfway up, inhale. Big fold, exhale. Okay, palms are down. Back to plank, inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees and elbows down. Inhale, cobra. And exhale. Come up through hands and knees here. And we'll take our knees really wide. Really wide. Our big toes together and settle back into a big wide knee child's pose. Maybe just on your elbows for a little while and kind of get your hips sunk down. And then walk your hands out as far as they go. Lift your elbows up off the floor. But make sure you have a long neck and think of sinking your chest here. All right, my friends. Coming back up to hands and knees as you're ready. Then go ahead and bring your knees closer together and sit your hips to the left. And we'll do some 90-90, some box drills with our hips. So here we go. Let's line the left shin up. Whatever direction you're facing on your mat, that edge. So you're lining your left shin up parallel with the edge of your mat. Okay? And then you're pointing your right toes behind you. And then take a little time to very consciously arrange your legs. Indeed, even your upper body into 90-degree angles all around. So we have both ankles very flexed at 90 degrees. We have both knees as very close to 90 degrees as we can get. And even the femur coming into the rest of your body feels about 90 degrees. So your body femur will be perpendicular to each other on both sides, as much as makes sense to you. Okay, I hope that all makes sense. So 90 degrees all around. You're welcome to lean onto your left arm if you need to. Don't feel like you have to be a hero and completely support your upper body from within. But I do want you to think about supporting your upper body from within. So wrap that belly button in, keep your core control here, and here we go, let's party. So we're gonna start off just by lifting the left leg, okay? So as you're ready, with or without leaning on your left hand, I like to cross my arms and get my hands out of the way. Okay, take a big breath in, long spine. As you exhale, without leaning forward or back, could you lift your left leg? Exhale completely. Inhale, set it down. Whew, let's do it again. Exhale, lift and hold. Exhale completely. Left leg is hovering off the ground. Inhale, set it down. We're holding this next one. Here we go. Exhale, lift and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put it down. Okay, now let's do the right leg. Ready? At first, we'll just do the right foot. So we'll keep the knee on the floor at first. We'll just lift the right foot. So whereas before on the left side, we were externally rotating the femur, on the right side, we'll be internally rotating. So pay attention to that feeling. Here we go. Inhale here, long spine, long as you can be. Exhale, hover just the right foot. Try not to lean forward too much. Exhale completely. Inhale, let it go. Exhale, right foot hover. Exhale completely. Inhale, let it go. This time we'll lift the whole leg, okay? Exhale, lift the right leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Okay, now lean back on your hands and we'll windshield wiper your legs. Okay, hopefully feeling nice warmth and mobility in your hips. And then as you're ready, we'll switch sides. So next time your knees point to the right, you're all set up to switch sides. Okay, set up your 90-90s. The right leg is at a perfect right angle, ankle, knee, and hip. Left leg, ankle, knee, and hip. We are ready. We may lean on the right hand, but we don't want to become overly dependent on it. We're fostering independence with the core strength, okay? So thinking about remaining as upright as possible. Let's do this, guys. We're doing the right leg first. So inhaling at center with our long spine. Exhaling, hover the right leg. Exhale completely. Inhale, relax. Exhale, hover the leg. One more time. We'll hold this one, okay? Exhale and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Left side. We'll just do the foot at first, okay? Inhale, long spine. Exhale, left foot. We're internally rotating. Inhale, long spine, let it go. Exhale, left foot, internally rotating. Inhale, long spine. This time we're lifting the whole leg and hovering it. Here we go. Exhale, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Nice work, friends. Lean back. Windshield wipers. Wow. Okay, hopefully feeling some nice release there. All right, as you're ready, next time your knees are pointed just about up, bring your feet together and take your knees out to the side. So you come into like a butterfly shape. Okay, and then the more you bring your feet closer to you, the more pressure will be on your knee joints. So please be aware that that's one way you can modify. If you feel any pain in your knees, take your feet away from you. So much less pressure in the knee joints. But that being said, put your feet somewhere appropriate. Do your best to sit up tall, please, so you're not slumping. Your core is active and your spine is long. And now I'm going to ask you to press your feet into each other. Okay, what does that even mean? Okay, allow those legs to work. How would you think about even pressing your feet together? Big breath here. Maybe take your arms up to distract yourself. 2 more breaths. Press the feet together. Last breath. All right, relax. Go ahead and take your right leg out to the side. Flex that foot and tuck the left foot nice and cozy right in. Okay, so let's make sure that we have a little micro bend in the back of the right knee so it's not over extended. That could be bad for the joint. So let's take the right hand, take it all the way across your body, grab your left thigh. So kind of grab it like a handle. Anywhere you can grab is great. Okay, and then get ready to reach up tall. Take a big breath in with the left arm reaching up. Ground that left glute, okay? It's going to try and come up. As you exhale, reach to the right. All right, getting in your low back and your outer hip. Inhale to reach it up. Then you're reaching a little taller. Exhale, reach to the right, but keep that space around your ear. One more, just like that, and we'll hold it. Inhale to reach high. Left hip heavy. Exhale, reach and hold. Okay, we'll breathe a little bit here. Now you don't have to go very far. Even a little reach is quite enough. Okay, but some people can actually reach over and grab their right foot, but we do want to be sure that we don't get so caught up in grabbing the foot that we allow the left hip to come up. So the left hip down is your priority. And think of spinning your heart open here. Huge breath into that left side body. Speaking of your left side body, use it to inhale yourself up and out of this. Exhale, all hands down. And we'll take our feet back together. Again, find your little butterfly shape that seems appropriate for you and press your feet together. Maybe get your arms up overhead to distract yourself. Press the feet together. Try to stay upright in the spine. I know it feels like you might not even really be doing anything, but that's okay. Sometimes that happens. One more big breath in here. Press them together. And let it go. We'll take the right foot in now and the left leg out to the side. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Right, ready? We'll take the left hand across to the right leg. Grab tightly, but keep the right glute down, okay? Keep an eye on it. It's going to try to come up. And make sure we micro bend in the left knee. So we're kind of kicking the floor with the left heel. Ready? Inhaling, right hand up. Exhaling, reach to the left, but push into the right heel the same amount. The right hip, the same amount that you reach to the left, okay? Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, reach and ground that hip. One more big breath in. And big exhale. And we'll hold here. Okay, feel free to come up if you just need a little less. But if you're feeling pretty good, you might grab that foot, but don't lose sight of the right hip priority. Okay, right hip is down. Breathe. Make a big heart, big armpit, big right side. Okay, as you're ready, use your right side musculature that you're opening up right now to pull you back up. All right, go ahead and take all your legs out long. And let's take a really long time to roll down to the mat. So you can bend your knees if you need to. You can support yourself with your hands if you need to. But start to round your spine and flex your feet. Think of kicking your heels down into the floor. And with your really rounded spine, could you drop one vertebra at a time? Okay, make it so slow. Next time you come down, pull your knees in by your chest. We're going to take the arms out really wide and drop the knees to one side. Just pick one. Okay, same side hand might come to that knee, okay, wherever the knees are. We're looking away to the far away hand, making sure to ground shoulder blades, long spine inhales, belly button to spine, exhale. Take a few more breaths here. All right, we're bringing the legs through center. Other side, drop them. Maybe grab a knee, but definitely focus on grounding the shoulder blade opposite the knees, please. Long spine inhale. Let it go, exhale. Your twist is cooling you down after the heat of your practice, recalibrating your whole entire spine and massaging your organs all at the same time. All right, let's bring the legs back in and release them. We have found your resting posture, okay, whatever that may be. Please go there. You might have Shavasana on your mind, maybe something else. And find your breath coming effortlessly through your nose with a little smile on your very soft and melty face. Notice a melty feeling starting at the top of your head. And kind of diffusing down toward your face, your neck, shoulders, chest, belly, hips, thighs are melty, knees are super melty, calves and feet melted. Please keep resting like this as long as you can. I hope you feel great. Thanks for joining me.